It's been 48 hours since the Texans beat the Steelers. They've moved on to Atlanta. I'm stuck in the past. I just ate some pot roast, and now I'm going to watch some highlights. I formation, fullback. This is nice. This is old school. Let's do this. Let's get me out of it. Let's subjugate the ego. Ego death.
Former third-round pick of Pittsburgh.
Watch this.
Starting against his...
Okay. This is John Mechie on TJ Watt, who's a pretty fine football player.
His former team at left guard. Here's the pitch to Pierce. Bounces to the outside.
Pierce looking angry again. It's angry. Pierce is back.
Up front for Houston is how they deal with those two edge players.
On 2nd and 8, Stroud's going to tuck it away. He's going to run for it. 1st down and more.
Like, we all know Stroud can run, but now he's running in the NFL. I'm like, that was easy. That was just easy money.
That gives you a lot of reasons to be positive and optimistic.
Look at this. Look at these three guys set up at the line of scrimmage, right where they're supposed to be. Dameon Pierce set up. Like, this is so beautiful, and this is just set up so well. Like, we've been watching the Texans try to run screens for years where there would have been 4 defenders here and a concession vendor over here just for the hell of it, because there was time to figure everything out. 1 block, 2 blocks.
Here's Pierce.
3 blocks. I think. Look. Okay, come on, Damien. Look. Hey, buddy. That's all right. That's cool. I got other friends. I got plans.
And the pressure.
Schultz ended up doing some good stuff in this game. Finally, this is an empty formation. He's got to get rid of the ball immediately. And if he doesn't have a clean look immediately,
we know Pittsburgh up at the bottom of your picture.
Bad things can happen, especially when you're trying to account for the fact that you've got a banged up offensive line. So he pulls down and runs. Look, you're only supposed to overturn it if there's undeniable proof that he was short. And then they spotted it like a half inch from the goal line. Eagle eye officiating crew.
Well, here in Houston, the call has been overturned. They say that he was down just about an inch short of the goal line.
Down on your sister. Shut up.
He had a great first drive, but just so many mistakes inside.
Little sidearm delivery to the end zone. It's Nico Collins.
I'd love to be snarky towards TJ Watt, but I can't do it. That's like picking on a family member of your favorite politician or president. Nobody in the last 8 years would have done that on either side of the aisle.
Pickett was excellent on 3rd down.
3rd and 7. Pocket starts to collapse.
He can run. He can run.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Pickett.
Boy, he pays the price. Takes a hard hit. Jimmy Ward coming. Steelers offense still playing without Deontay Johnson. As Pickett is hammered.
He just got destroyed by a 49-year-old defensive end.
What a season he had last year. 9 sacks, most in
almost
10 years. Pickett's going to take a chance. Deep up the seam, and it is picked.
Steven Nelson.
Intercepted by Nelson. The former Steeler looking for some daylight.
Revenge game. Remember, that's what Ezekiel Elliott was going to have a revenge game, too. It didn't work out so hot.
Inside Steelers territory. And the first.
The guy's my spirit animal. That's my scandalous family member. Nobody wants to know about the indictments he's avoided on my behalf.
And the first big defensive play for the Texans.
Talking that smack, Pickett.
End of the 2021 season. It has been a long
toss.
Time.
Blocker.
Coming.
Look at it. Look at these receivers blocking. Look at these. Look at all these little guys blocking.
Knee for Dan Moore, and his return is questionable. So pick up 3 on the catch.
Look at this.
By Pickens, and then Harris.
Okay, let's watch that again. Okay, watch the defensive tackles.
Knee for Dan Moore, and his return.
These guys are double teaming, just trying to drive these defensive tackles, these undersized defensive tackles, up into the laps of the linebackers.
Is question.
Toto gets a really good read on it. He's downhill. These guys aren't getting knocked back. They're still at the line of scrimmage.
So they pick up 3 on the catch by Pickens, and then Harris going backwards. See those negative plays.
Toa, whenever you try to do searches, it comes off autocorrected to Tutu sometimes, which I don't fear is befitting the ferocity of the man named Toa.
Ready, starting to bite the Steelers. 3rd and 10. Pickett. Here they come again. Pickett somehow able to get it out. He gets it to Jaylen Warren, but Houston is there.
Thought Grenard had one there.
Well, based on last week and early in this game, it seems to be pretty good.
On second and seven, Stroud up the seam. Beautiful pass. That's his tight
Let's see if they show the wiggle on this. Watch this. Watch this. We'll watch it again. Right here. He's headed right at that linebacker. That linebacker actually thinks, he's like, I'm doing the right thing here. I'm going to get so much praise for this in meetings. Oh, hey, whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. Whoa.
Beautiful pass. That's his tight end, Dalton Schultz.
Good job, Dalton Schultz.
Stutter step, and then you got a beautiful, accurate pass.
Here's Pierce. 26, his PAT was perfect, and this one from 38.
Okay. Honestly, I respect that guy.
8 yards out.
And Pickett has had to try and scramble. So somebody has to try and get open here.
Yeah, Pickett has had to try to scramble. The Texans would have a hard time getting Pickett down, which was one of the more annoying things of the day, especially in the third quarter.
Pickett needs a play. Slings it deflected high in the air. Dangerous sequence. It's incomplete.
Look at that. Looks like Y.A. Tittle on the ground.
C.J. Stroud and company will begin at their own.
Look, when you see Tank Dell in jet motion, that's just so much more sphincter tightening to a defensive back than it is for, like some other stodgy dude going across the formation.
33-yard line as they try to build on a 13-0 lead. Little low pass up the seam, and he finds Collins. No contact.
Let's go back. Let's remember how bad CJ is supposed to be with pressure in his face.
Company will begin at their own 33-yard line.
RPO reads it. Pressure in his face, falling back.
13-0 lead. Little low pass up the seam, and he finds Collins. First set of downs.
Screen. 3-on-2.
Here's Singletary.
Rolling.
As a pass. This is going to be
that's Singletary, man. That's Singletary pushing 4 dudes over the imaginary yellow line.
Another Houston first down. What a slow it dial.
I mean, all lines are imaginary, but you know what I mean.
On 3rd and 1. Quarterback keeper Stroud.
Not a fan.
Appears to be maybe a little bit short.
And to be clear, though, there was no pushing of tushing here.
Well,
there was a little pushing tushing.
Keeper Stroud lunging.
Tush is pushing. Push is tushing.
Short from that vantage point. Pickett.
We gotta go. Get a grip.
Again, somehow escapes
Get
over the middle. This is Freiermuth. He's
okay. Okay.
Well short.
Watch this. Watch this excitement. Here's Christian Harris.
The middle. This is Freiermuth. He's going to be well short.
And then Jalen Petrie right there. Really, really celebrating. Like, I thought Jalen Petrie had made the play at first because he was so excited, but he was just overflowing with joy for his brother.
Catch.
It's a big statement. How do they navigate here with no timeouts? He fires, completes. Collins making a miss. Collins off to the races.
Right before that play, Sean Bajani in the press box turned to me and asked, so what would you do right here? 35 seconds with no timeouts, and Pittsburgh's got a couple timeouts. And right about this moment, I said I'd probably throw it over the middle to Nico.
First team All-Pro 3 of the last 4 years, but he just missed.
And then I'd throw it to him again.
That offense to stay on the field and start to get some confidence and get
confidence. I'm guessing he's talking about the Steelers. They got some confidence here in the third quarter. All right, let's watch this. This is Najee Harris. Look at where he is right now. Oh.
Harris.
Breaking
a couple of
Harris.
Get his own.
This is where it got. Look, it got hairy in the third quarter. Lest we forget, in the third quarter, that play right there, Najee Harris broke a tackle, went 5 yards. Broke a tackle, went 5 yards. Broke a tackle, went 5 yards. Like, the tackling has got to be cleaned up because they had him dead to rights in the backfield. Which, don't get me wrong, it was awesome performance. It's just these are the things it's easy to motivate guys on stuff like this, even though you won big, because it's really embarrassing when you turn on and you're watching film in front of the entire team to watch your missed tackles. Like that's motivating. You do not like that feeling.
You should know what's coming.
Tackle him. No, jump at him. Do something.
Shot out of a cannon.
High.
Good job by Petrie.
So most likely some form of zone.
Good. No. Good. No. Good. Finally. Like,
everyone always knew how
rallying 11 guys to the ball helps a lot. It overcomes a lot of mistakes with the early missed tackles.
Got a chance for a second straight win. Here they come again. 3rd and 3.
Get him down.
Pickett running for his life. Throws across
jump
his
pass.
body. Completes. What a delivery.
Down. Come on.
Harris trying to gain some extra yardage. He's going to get inside the 10.
I got to go back because I was up in the press box. I couldn't watch the replays on TV.
For his light throw.
So the thinking is he doesn't have possession until after the contact was made. So the contact doesn't count as down by contact.
His body completes. What a delivery to Harris.
Broken
Harris trying to
tackle.
gain some extra
Just too many missed tackles. They got to tackle better. That's what D'Amico's going to be preaching all week.
Yeah, I learned.
And preaching doesn't really do much. Like practicing, drilling, all that stuff. That does stuff.
Inside zone or
Too many bull rushes.
First and goal, throws
Oh.
towards the end zone. It is incomplete.
Toto has done some nice things in coverage.
Pickens had what would have been nearly a
that is a tremendous
Ooh.
job up front.
Stroud. Quick delivery.
I
Try
hadn't
to
seen
get
this
it out
one.
of his hands. 99 yards.
Tackle.
Can they
Tackle.
continue here?
Tackle.
Harris
Tackle.
has some
Tackle.
deadlift. Harris
Tackle.
breaking free.
My angry run. What the?
Yards.
1, 2,
Now continue
3,
here. Harris
4,
has some daylight. Harris breaking
5.
free.
I mean, I'll count that fifth one as a missed tackle because he got 5 yards after it.
And he is starting to
Like you run out of tacklers after a while.
played a lot of snaps, primarily as a run blocker, as Arch just alluded to. That was his first NFL catch. Football is loose. Warren had it knocked down.
Watch Petrie on this. Watch where he's coming from. Look where he is. Play clock's at 8.
He's played a lot of snaps, primarily as a run
There he is at the snap. Dumbass 11 doesn't have a
Arch just
clue.
alluded to.
Oh.
That was his
Okay, 4th and 1. This is going to be a sack by John Grenard. Sorry to tell you in advance. I got such a good memory. Little shake. Oh, missed chip. Oh, you missed the chip. 22.
Pickett feels the pressure. Pickett sacked.
Ooh.
Jonathan Grenard. Man in motion is Beck.
They
Stroud
they put so many bodies on humans there. That was nice.
throws on the run. Completes. Collins. And his big day continues.
Collins. They've gone out there and made plays on this drive. Watch that
10
pass.
play. Singletary's going to throw it. To the end zone. It's caught.
That was such a nice pass. Oh,
Dalton
man.
Schultz from Singletary.
That was such a nice pass. Ball placement specialist. If I were coaching that in practice, I would say, look, if he's not wide open, I don't want you throwing the ball. Singletary now, I'm going to be like, thread that needle, baby. I'm ready to sew.
George Fant is,
That's the way I would talk if I were a football coach. I'd get murdered in my sleep.
creep up in this game. Their front has been able to mask some of that.
There's a pass. Beautiful ball. Collins. And he's going to waltz in. Touchdown.
That's ball placement specialization at work there. Hey, man, I don't appreciate you disrespecting me like this on national television. That's not what it looks like. I bet Mike Tomlin is a huge D'Amico Ryans fan. Honestly, I bet Tomlin looks at D'Amico and is like, that's my kind of dude. Like, he would have loved to have D'Amico as a linebacker and then brought him into coaching. Hey, I'm Seth Payne, played for the Texans and played in the NFL for 10 years. Do sports radio on Sports Radio 610 in Houston now. If you loved it or liked it or thought, I'll give him another chance in the future, just go ahead and like it, subscribe, all that stuff, and have a great week.